Look, man, it's Y1, it's Q, and I'm back. Man, I know I've been gone for a minute, man. I know I ain't been dropping any content in about a month. I had a lot of shit going on. Y'all know how that shit go, man. It's called life. You know what I'm saying? You always got some shit going on outside this blog and shit. And, you know, those are the things that got to be taken care of first. Uh, so I got to take care of those things, man. I'm back to talk to y'all and give y'all some good content. The first thing, man, we're gonna talk about. As y'all see in the caption, everybody turned on each other. And that's the hoods in general. You know what I'm saying? All the hoods and turned on each other. So you gotta look at what's going on, and you know what I'm saying. It ain't really about the ops no more. You got guys in their own camp who all done turned on each other. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get off into that. We're going to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. If y'all want to go live with me and ask me questions and shit, we can talk about that too. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I would just be talking, and then y'all drop y'all comments and just let me know y'all opinion or whatever like that. So first things first, we going to say, 50 shots from Gyro City. Y'all know he got 115 years you know, for getting rid of white for turning white into a pack, and you know what I'm saying, and popping them the CPD. You got to look at the situation and everything that happened with that. Me personally, I think 115 years. I mean, he was gone anyway. But the fact that he been put up since 2012, and the fact that he got sentenced now, I always say it was a bad deal for him. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this ain't the time to be playing with the police. This ain't the time to be playing with 12. Like you just had that police officer that just got smoked last week. So you got to know that right now the DA upset, the prosecution upset, the judge is upset. You know what I'm saying? The police feel some type of way, and you got to know, they out for blood. So the fact that he was already charged, you know what I'm saying, with doing what he was doing to 12, it was kind of like they was going to throw him under the jail. You know what I'm saying? He probably could have copped out. He been sitting since 2012. He probably could have got 30. He probably could have got 40 like D Rose. You know what I'm saying? He could have ended up getting uh probably shit. He probably could have took 30. Probably could have took 30, probably could have took 40 at like 80%, 60% time, and you know what I'm saying, the rest, it's certain ways it could have been worked out. And the fact that he waited so long, he sat behind the wall for 10 years, with 11 years. He sat behind the wall that long, and they finally gave him 115. I knew he wasn't coming home. You know what I'm saying? Had he just went ahead and copped out, he probably could have copped out to 30, 40. So, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? 115, he ain't never coming home. He through. The problem with 50 shots is that you also got to look at what's going on. The feds know what's going on, the whole duck case, Gyro, STL, EBT, O Block, everything that's going on with this. You got to know anybody affiliated on either side, they trying to throw the book at everybody. So right now ain't the time to be playing them games. Right now ain't the time to really be in the street doing all type of goof ass shit. This ain't the time for that. You know what I'm saying? Because right now they look to make an example, and they not playing. A lot of these niggas think it's playtime. It's not playtime. They not playing. All that shit over with. Super over with. Um, Shit. So yeah, man, free 50 shots, man. It's fucked up though, cause you gotta look at, the situation at hand. Um, the paperwork. Let me grab one of these beers. Hold up. So you had O Block Joey and you had O Block Nuwop. They also made statements on 50 shots. So you got O Block out here snitching. You got O Block out here telling. You know what I'm saying? That's not a part of the game. Um, like I said, they've been new since 2012. Um, you know, that 50 shots been behind the wall. So my thing is, you know, as much as everybody like to talk about Big Mike telling on Vaughn, I never understood, you know, why they own members don't never come out and speak against rats. I never understood that. You know, everybody say they stand for something until it's one of their guys, then they act like they ain't got shit to say. There's 4 people in the chat. I need 4 likes. Everybody need to be liking the video. Everybody. Um, but I don't respect that. So, you know, Joey and Nuwop from the old Who Done Told, y'all out of here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shouldn't exist no more. That ain't a part of the game. Don't nobody respect that. That's some goof ass shit. So I first wanted to say that about 50 shots. I know a lot of folks been asking about 50 shots. 50 shots also, and I wasn't getting the support that he was supposed to be getting. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think, you know, that's kind of what the streets do. You know, everybody gang, everybody brothers, everybody family, but you know, the moment you get behind that wall and you need commissary and you need certain things, certain issues, a lot of niggas don't even take your phone call. That's why some of these niggas you can't really do for these niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's certain niggas that, you know, that's why you gotta get out the streets and get you some money. Cause these niggas will use you. And once they use you up, man, you don't mean shit to these niggas. So, you know, that's the one. That's what I gotta say about 50 shots. And the whole situation with that and O Block telling. It's disgusting. Um, what else I got? Cause I got a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like let all y'all know all this shit I've been trying to put together. Um, oh yeah. Then you got FBG Butter. You know what I'm saying? He snaked out his own homies. You know what I'm saying? FYB Trigger, who unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, passed away. You know, he's sleeping with his baby moms. You know, FYBJ man got an issue with that. He spoke on it. Then you got King Yellow talking about FYB sound like a backdoor name anyway. So they all snaking each other out. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no loyalty to nobody. They all supposed to be a part of the same shit, but y'all see what's going on with their camp. You got Fonzo and you got JHE Ruger into it. You know, Ruger say folks stole from him on some Boss Top and Chief Keef type shit where he just stole from a nigga. And Fonzo saying shit, hey, you know, his niggas, they just fuck with his niggas. They don't fuck with JHE. And they don't fuck with Ruger, saying Ruger got fake jewelry. You know what I'm saying? These you know, the same niggas that called each other partners and that's one of their guys and they into it. So y'all see what's going on out here. What else I got on here? Oh yeah, man. 0051, man. They calling 051 911. 051 Young Money, they run around telling. There's too many guys in their camp that's telling. From Freaky to Mick to Montana to Rocco. All on rats. All on. And what the fucked up part about that situation is you got niggas like you got niggas like you know, Driller and Woo, you know, real outstanding, real thorough niggas. A lot of these niggas who are part of their camp that's not addressing a lot of this shit. A lot of these niggas is allowing these niggas to, you know, put they set on these niggas' name. You see what I'm saying? And allowing these niggas just because you came from the block or they were shorties and they grew up under you, and everybody want to come claiming shit. And that's up to them to prevent shit like that. Like a lot of these niggas need to start speaking out about that shit. Cause a lot of these niggas, when you know pressure come, you know when the pressure come, a lot of these niggas fold. And it's okay. Everybody can't be a part of the roster. Some niggas gotta be the water boy. Some niggas gotta be the mascot. Some niggas gotta be affiliated but can't make the team. Some niggas just gotta be in the G League. Everybody can't it ain't enough roster spots for everybody. Everybody ain't thorough enough. And when these niggas start to realize that, a lot of this shit that's going on, niggas to stop that shit. Until then, this shit gonna keep going on. Dude named OG Bodell said that before the pandemic. Today's game ain't fair at all. It's too much. Sad. That's new. That's not surprising. Yeah, that shit not surprising. There's too much shit going on. From all this shit. And then what else I got? DQ a rat, C Murder a rat, and the fucked up part about C Murder, my whole situation with C Murder is, bro, you told in 09, folks. You told in 09. Not only did you tell who you got the pipe from, but you also told who was blicking at who. You also told, and these niggas was still fucking with you. Moowop and all these niggas from the old was still fucking with you after that. So from 09 all the way up until y'all got caught up with this duck situation, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Nobody didn't know this information. Nobody. I'm not convinced. I believe they knew anyway. But a lot of these niggas, what's happening is, a lot of these niggas are saying it's okay to tell as long as you don't tell on me. Or yeah, we know you a rat, but you got bodies, so you know what I'm saying? You still official. No, I don't give a fuck how many bodies you got. You told you out of here. You a nobody. You a flunky. The fuck off the block. You can't have shit like that. That's the problem. It's too much of this shit going on. A lot of these niggas not checking these niggas. Everybody run around saying it's okay until you get told on. This disgusting. What type of shit is this? And a nigga can't tell me Moowop, C-Thing, Kenny Mac, ain't nobody out of all these niggas. Nobody ain't know. Nobody knew. Now, y'all niggas looked at what type of nigga he was in the street, and y'all kept that ratting shit under wraps until the paperwork come out. Shout out to Chicago Hit. Shout out to trying to think of them pages. Reddit, Chiracology. Shout out to all them boys who be doing their research and have paperwork to prove what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Some shit I knew somewhat, but a lot of this shit I didn't know. Or some shit was rumors and it wasn't proven to be true. So a nigga don't want to speak on shit. But then when the paperwork hit, you read the paperwork, you look at the docket sheet, you start looking at what these niggas was saying. You start looking at the police reports. Okay, let's verify, is the cop real, is the badge number real. When you start looking at shit like that, and that shit, yeah, this is a real officer that work at this precinct. Yeah, this is a real, you did that shit. This ain't no made up shit. You did it. Own it. What type of shit is this? These niggas, that's why the game ain't fair no more. These niggas make excuses for everybody else telling, but then want to try to down another nigga. If y'all niggas, that's the problem. These niggas be getting with these niggas, these new niggas, and everything be cool. These new niggas want to hang with these niggas because they name on the internet. They want the internet fame. They want to be affiliated. But these niggas weren't with y'all niggas in 2011, 2012 when this shit really was on. That's why a lot of these niggas, look at a lot of these street niggas. They in different camps now. How many niggas from Scrap Gang talk about JHE Ruger? Or any of the niggas from JHE? Fonzo saying Ruger got fake jewelry. Ruger saying they stole from a nigga. Like, what is this? So now they into it. Everybody on guys is into it. They don't even need ops no more. Everybody into it. But this will happen when you got certain niggas that eating and you got certain niggas eating and they not putting they niggas on. So the niggas that you not putting on, they gonna resent you because you not putting them in a position to be where you at. This is why Dirk dealing with certain issues with 300 and Lamron, because it's certain niggas that's eating And it's certain niggas that's not eating. It's certain niggas that he putting on songs, he signing niggas, he trying to make a certain situations for certain shit. And now certain niggas in the hood don't fuck with dirt. Oh, they fuck OTF and with all this shit. Think about this shit, man. A lot of these niggas on the net glorify this shit, and all of these own guys is in tour with each other. Everybody in tour with each other right now. Look at every set in tour with each other. Everybody I've been talking about on this live, they in tour with each other. Everybody. Who else I ain't bring up yet? Oh, yeah, THF Crack. Now I don't know if y'all got the information on that. I done read the paperwork. It's disgusting. Folks out here, he looked terrible. He terrible. He looked terrible out here. He got caught in the act. I think by the little girl, baby mama. He was in between the little girl legs. Niggas like that need to be took to the man. Listen, man, you need to get him out of here. So all that shit was funny when they was talking about Lil J and you know what I'm saying, him messing with the rainbow people. You know what I'm saying? That community. It was all fun and games when he was on DJ U podcast laughing and talking about niggas and shit. And now this nigga done did this shit. Same shit with Fendi Boy. He running around with children. But these are niggas that these niggas look up to. The streets is fucked up. Look at all this shit I just said. I just named all these different hoods. It's fucked up out here. And y'all, and it's niggas out here that really want to be a part of this shit. Don't want to be a part of that shit. Y'all niggas don't even have loyalty to each other. Fucking want to be a part of this shit. Y'all niggas make excuses for niggas telling. Everybody run around here telling. Ain't nobody checking niggas. Ain't nobody coming out saying nothing. You not taking nothing like shout out to 051, shout out to all them niggas. Shout out to Driller, shout out to Woo, shout out to all them niggas. But if y'all not speaking on y'all members who done did bullshit, don't just call out your ops, call out your guys too, or your former guy, or these niggas can't be affiliated. Let that shit be known. Because your silence is condoning this shit. If you say nothing, you know what I'm saying? The niggas is gonna think y'all agree with this shit. That's like Avena. She still follow. It's a lot of y'all from 051 that still follow niggas that's well-known rats. And y'all have allowed this shit to go on and nobody ain't said nothing. That's why the streets is fucked up. There's no rules in this shit. And it's not even about rules. It's about morals. If you call yourself a man, fuck a gangster. If you call yourself a man, it's certain shit that you can't go for. Because if you were telling the next nigga, I know you will tell on me. I can't have you around me and you out here telling on this nigga. Oh, you my brother though, so that's different. No, ain't no difference, nigga. You a rat. I can't have you around me. It's disgusting. This shit disgusting. Shit been disgusting. You have to think about bruh, Trey 5, J Hood. Who else from the old rat? Joey a rat. Who else a rat? Nuop, I already said Nuop, Joey, bruh, Trey 5, the Big P. Let's see who else a rat. Like it's a bunch of rats. It's just this old block just infested. Somebody call an exterminator. Where you at? It's disgusting, man. This shit disgusting. This shit ain't even a fair game no more. Man, get out this shit and get you some money. Be solo and get you some money. MBMG. What you talking about, Gone? Oh yeah, 300 JL. He told. Who else told? Lil Mick, he a rat. 051 Freaky a rat. Lil Mick a rat. Who else a rat? Montana a rat. And Rocco tried to back. They said Rocco supposedly backdoor Big A. You know what I'm saying? From 051. So not only he a rat, he a snake. it's just disgusting. This shit terrible. But next week they'll go back to saying that's my brother and hearts and shit and all that type of shit on the internet talking about they love each other and all that shit. But you see how these niggas act on the internet. These niggas ain't even men. Like these niggas done got emotional to the point where they putting their emotions and shit all on the internet. You feel like that, you ain't never this shit ain't never supposed to hit the internet. You ain't never supposed to have niggas on the internet talking about, you know what I'm saying, y'all issues publicly. They ain't never supposed to hit the internet. If a nigga can go to the internet and talk about how they feel, how they don't fuck with a nigga a rat. Because you don't have emotional maturity. You see what I'm saying? See, this is what niggas don't understand. You don't have emotional maturity enough to know that this is how I feel, but this is a certain way how I'm gonna go about it. I'm not gonna get on the internet to let everybody know. You will tell some shit to the internet, you will tell in that room. Like, you gotta understand how these niggas think. Certain shit ain't for the internet. But if it's paperwork come out on a nigga, and then if you want to address that because that's public knowledge, once the paperwork come out, that's different. But we talking about beef that niggas wouldn't know amongst your own camp unless y'all bring it to the internet. And that's y'all problem. All y'all. From 051 to THF to FBG to O Block to, man, from to No Limit to Drench Gang, all you niggas. It's too much of this shit going on. Shout out to all y'all. But somebody ain't telling y'all, somebody not telling y'all the right shit, man. A lot of this shit just some fool ass shit going on. I don't know. I don't know, man. I wanted to get that shit off my chest. And then Lil Durk, man, at this time, Durk, yo, man, you not that nigga no more. You 30, gang. Like you 30. You're not 23, you're not 24 no more. You got a family, all this type of shit. I mean, you just not that nigga no more. You the nigga with the money, so niggas gonna follow. Niggas is gonna follow you. Niggas gonna do your every command because you got the money, because that's what they want. But sometimes, man, if a nigga, you gotta think, if you didn't have that money, would you be able to call the shots that you could call? Would niggas respect you without the money? If niggas only respected you with the money, they never really respected you anyway. They just hoping that you would change their situation. And after a while, once you don't change their situation and they wait patiently, and they see that you ain't gonna do nothing for them, then they'll say fuck you too. They'll do that to you. You know, the difference is you ain't in them trenches no more. You rich now. Happy, glad for you. But at some point, I mean, how much of the distance shit you gonna keep doing? Like, we gotta just, at some point, we gotta be real. You 30 years old. How much of the distance shit can you continue to keep doing for your career? You need your most loyal fan base. They love you because of the distance shit. So you always need somebody to go against somebody to diss. But at certain points, you talk about you wanting to be a billionaire. You never gonna reach that with this distance shit. You know what I'm saying? Them, you know, certain companies that's owned by certain, you know, color of people, they're not going to accept that. You jumping on the internet talking about you smoking somebody, they're not going to allow you to be the face of their brand, and that's how you carrying yourself. You just going to be known as a drill rapper that's going to sell a certain amount, and once you're able to sell a certain amount, that's it. You forever going to be in that box. You trying to be the Jay-Z's, the Kanye's, the, you know, I'm not going to say Rihanna, but I'm saying business-wise because she got that billion. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to diversify and be able to make music here and there and talk about other things. But you always talking about dissing somebody and smoking somebody at 30, that ain't hitting no more. Because once a nigga get 29, 30, that shit over with. It's kind of like graduating from the streets and starting to have that road to really seeing what life is like and being a man. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you 13, 14, when you jump off the porch at 13, 14, I say to about, shit, I probably say about 24, 25. But then you start to get 26, 27, a nigga start looking through a different lens, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Shit, okay, shit, what the next 10 years gonna be like? Or what's the next 5 years gonna be like? But all this dissing shit, I'm just dissing a nigga to be dissing a nigga. Man, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That shit get old and played out. You had the bag, all your ops is dead. The other ops you got really ain't on shit. And they're not really on a level with you musically to keep talking about them to make them relevant. It's not even a fair fight. Shit. The nigga who's bigger than you, NBA young boy, he don't even want to dish you no more. He on some positive shit. He trying to do something else. So you really don't have nobody to go against. You don't even have nobody to go against. And now when you trying to create this beef for your album and this shit that's dropping, so now you resort to dissing your own Lamron niggas? What the fuck? Come on, man. How far you gonna get with that? But them Lamron niggas that you dissing, they need to move around. Because the one with the money gonna always win the war. So if they don't know, I'm telling them they need to move around. If I'm Lamron 300 and I didn't say something about OTF, I'm out of there. Because now you could put me in a position to get me backdoored. Because you got that type of clout, you got that money. And other niggas don't have that. So, when you looking at shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at it. That's how a nigga got to look at it. Whoever got the most money gonna always win the war. It's the same thing when it go down to the USA and whoever the fuck they into it with. Whatever this country into it with, the other country, if the other country ain't got the money or the military like the other country got, it's a losing battle. Same shit in the streets. Same shit. Same shit. Whoever got the most money gonna win the war. That's why the U.S. don't fuck with Russia and China and shit. They might help Ukraine, but they ain't finna do no shit like that. But I'm off that though. We gonna get back to I don't want to get off into no political shit because that ain't what I'm on. We back on this other shit. What else is I gonna say? FBG Butter. My whole situation with FBG Butter is just like, man, you one of the worst type niggas. Because not only these niggas give you interviews, you be capping. You be lying. First you say, oh, Von wasn't like that, the internet made him like that. Man, you saw up close and personal what Von was on. You knew what Von was on. You knew it. I know. And this ain't no diss or nothing. But everybody say he was like that, but now you trying to say he wasn't like that. All right, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. If you know, it is what it is. But you backdooring FYB Trigger and sleeping with his baby mama after you call that man your brother, bro, you don't have no morals or no principles. You supposed to love your brother even in not just in life but in death too. And your actions reflect that. You the worst type nigga. You ain't like that. Not at all. So that's it, man. Y'all niggas, man, it's just man, it's just too much shit going on. I ain't into it with none of you niggas. But a lot of you niggas don't stand for nothing. All y'all niggas rats and snakes. And so I'm just telling everybody who subscribed to me, man, make sure that you know what I'm saying, that you out here getting you some money and staying safe. And not just from the ops, but the so-called niggas that you bring to your crib. The niggas who know where you stay, know where your kids go to school at, all that type of shit. Stop giving out your information to everybody. Your business ain't everybody's business. You ain't got to post everything on the internet. Stop doing that shit. What else was I gonna say? O Block DQ. He run around here telling. He been telling. But when you go on his page, you see a lot of the guys The guys that supposed to be official, outstanding members, they still follow him. They still, and it's not just him. It's 051, it's THF. It's a lot of these guys. They still follow him on the gram. They still all that shit. It's disgusting. So, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all the worst type of niggas, man. I don't really know what else to say. Except, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened, you get what you get, you know what I'm saying? You get what you got, you get what you deserve. That's all I can say on that. That's all I can say on that. All right, y'all. Okay, so let me know some feedback. Give me some feedback. What y'all want to talk about? What else y'all want to know? Cause I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody in the chat. What's the word? Oh yeah. Okay. So cool. Cool. We gonna get off into this too. Uh. What y'all think about the FBG Duck case coming up? It'll be here in October, and the whole situation with that by C Murder already being a rat in '09. Do y'all think he gonna tell? Do you think the feds even need his cooperation? I mean, if he told my whole thing is this: if he told on the pipe charge, why would he not tell on a murder charge? A federal murder charge is that a RICO case. Why would he not tell? Why would he stay silent on this when he told on something that he probably could have did 3-4 years for and went home? I don't know. I think he gonna tell. Me personally, I personally think he gonna tell. I think it. He'll realize that he got a PD, and I don't see no reason why he wouldn't tell at this point. He ain't got no reason to stay solid. I don't know if somebody putting money on his books. I don't know the situation, but at the end of the day, somebody already told on that case. Oh, you talking about with C Murder having that pipe in '09? Is that what you talking about? Wild Versace? What case you talking about? What case you talking about, gang? Cause it was a bunch of niggas. You talking about from the '09 case? Right, right. Right. When C Murder, yeah, C Murder told when C Murder had the pipe, right? He told, first off, he got hit. So when he was locked up, I mean when he was at the hospital, he waived his Miranda rights and he told who shot at him. He told that he had the gun. He told who he put it up. He told. The nigga went into detail, shit they wouldn't even have known. He told that shit. It's in the paperwork. He been telling. And like I said, this is '09. Duck died in what? 2000 what? 20? 21? Might have been 2021. So my thing is shit. Yeah, if he told on the pipe case back in '09 and he didn't induct, he was allegedly one of the members who didn't got down on Duck. Why would he not tell on this situation? He got a PD. The only person who got to pay a lawyer is Muwap. Everybody else got a PD. Everybody. He gonna tell. But the thing is, the feds got so much shit, they don't need to tell. And then his goof ass left his baby mama. He left his Instagram information, how to log in, his password. He done left out so much shit, nigga. Ain't no sense for him to tell. Cause he don't have nothing. He don't have nothing to give up. You was caught red-handed. Yeah, I just don't see why. I just don't see why he ain't gonna tell. He been a rat since '09. But I don't blame C Murder. I blame Muwop, Kenny Mack. I blame C Thang. All them niggas. All them niggas who participated in this shit, knowing that that nigga was a rat back in '09 and still went on a hit, allegedly, to get ducked in 2022. Man, come on, man. Why would he not tell? He been a rat. That's what he do. And everybody gave the nigga a pass because he was a street nigga that already had bodies. So they said, oh, okay, we don't give a fuck as long as you tell. You a crash dummy. So we need as many crash dummies as possible. And what did I tell you? I've been told you. I'm like, man, they ain't even do the hit right. Not saying that it's, not justifying the shit. But if you was gonna do it, common sense would have said, man, I'm not finna hit this nigga at the Gold Coast. There's 100 cameras down here. It's all downtown, all type of shit. Common sense would have said, I'm finna follow this nigga from wherever he going all the way back into the hood. Then wherever he at, now he not only has he exposed his low, you know what I'm saying, but I know where he at, I know where XYZ could be at, and I could always come back to get somebody later. They weren't even smart about the shit. They went ahead and did this shit right there. Then you gotta think, like, these niggas got caught with the pipes, all type of shit. So these niggas weren't even smart enough to even get rid of, these niggas ain't do shit right. All these niggas was crash dummies. They ain't even do it right. Man, these niggas, man. Then they from some of the shit I had been seeing, they was talking about certain niggas supposed to have their phones like your phone signals don't ping off certain towers and can't pinpoint the location of where you was at during the time of the hit. Like these niggas gotta be stupid. Like how you what the fuck was y'all doing? How far you thought you was gonna get with this shit? And the only reason why they let y'all, that's why, like I said in one of my lives before, I told y'all, I said, the reason why when Duck first got hit, they went and surrounded Parkway because they already knew they did it. They seen the cameras the same day. But the thing is, they didn't know that the feds that they gave this information, Kim Fox and the rest of them, they gave this information to the feds so they could build their case because they was trying to do a clean sweep. They've been caught since day one. All this other shit is just the cherry on top. You know, had Von been alive, they would have just said they'd have gave Von kingpin status, the same way they did Big Meech, the same way they did other niggas. But Big Meech never went to jail for the murder. He went to jail for just being the head of a criminal organization that sold drugs. That's why he only got 30 years. You know what I'm saying? But he would have been the leader. Yeah, the feds been watching. They been new. This the thing. They been new. This wasn't no new shit. They already knew. The same day Duck was the same when Duck took his last breath. From that point on, they knew who did the shit. They knew who did it. Cause in my mind, I'm thinking shit. These niggas got to be stupid, and the whole city know they did this shit. They ain't try to hide it. They ain't say nothing. They went along with the go along, get along shit. They just went and did the shit. Now it's coming up in October. I think it's like October 2nd. When the trials start, they say it's supposed to be anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks, 2 to 6 weeks. But what can they really fight? They saying they not guilty. Okay, so they gotta prove. Okay, all right, cool. Y'all don't have no alibi. Y'all don't have no nothing. Y'all been dissing niggas, all type of shit, and some more shit. And what people don't know is that THF crack, from what I've been reading, is that they really trying to pin THF crack with accessory. Because they're saying that he gave the location. I think Mama Duck spoke on this. I don't know if y'all heard it. But Mama Duck had said he had gave the location in order for him to do the hit. So I don't know if he's going to be charged with accessory or accessory after the fact or something. But if it come out in this trial, or somebody give it, or if C Murder or somebody giving us some information that, yeah, look, we got the drop from THF crack, then they just gonna bring him in later. Cause really that's the only card he can play. Since he out here telling, since C Murder been a snitch, that's the only card he can play. Yeah, look, man, I give y'all who gave us the location of where he was at. And how could I work this out? How could I get this time off? You know what I'm saying? I'll do 30, I'll do 40. Feds giving deals ain't never good. Hey, look, it's better than life. They was facing the death penalty. Okay, so Mama Duck says she don't want them to get the death penalty. She want them to sit in jail and suffer. Okay, so from what Mama Duck was saying, okay, she don't want them to get the death penalty. So they gonna just look at, life, facing a life sentence. So if a nigga just trying to say, bro, let me do 30, let me do 40, I give y'all the information that THF crack dropped the low, I'm gone. Give me 30, I'm gone. Some of them niggas is 30, some of them niggas is 20, some of them niggas is in a mid 20s. Shit, you better take that 30 and get the fuck on. You come home when you 50. You come home, you come home when you 50, 52, 53. Shit, better than dying in that motherfucker, being out there in the cemetery somewhere on a penitentiary plot out there in the cemetery. She better take that shit and get the fuck on. Cause if you don't take that, it's over. That's the only thing that C Murder, that's the only thing that them niggas got to offer. Okay, cool. Cause that's the only question that the feds don't know. How did y'all know Duck was down there? Okay, crack allegedly, you know what I'm saying, said that Duck was downtown, boom, boom, boom. Oh, for real? Okay, can you prove that? Yeah, he said this, and this. He go to text messages, he go this. He called me at this time. And if they can prove that that's his phone, he fucked. These niggas don't even be talking on burners no more, no nothing. These niggas do all they drug deals, they hits, everything. They talk about everything on one phone. Like these niggas is real life retarded. Disgusting. But you right though. The feds giving the deals, it ain't never no good deal. But shit, what deal can you take? You can't take no deal. What other offer is there? You got to take the only offer you got. That's the only offer you got. You ain't got shit else. Oh yeah, we speaking on rats? Being there black, he a rat too. I almost forgot about that. He a rat too. She talk about rats and shit. Yeah, he told. He told too. Oh man. Who else a rat? Shit. God damn. These niggas just disgusting, man. It's terrible out here, man. It's ugly out here. I forgot that nigga a rat. Oh man. Damn, that nigga a rat. That's damn. Damn, Billy, why you do that shit, man? I know when Duck was alive, folks tried to say, man, you wasn't no rat, but long live FBG Duck, man. But man, your homie was a rat. You knew that shit, man. Lil J in the county getting fucked up and fucked over and bent over. Oh man. Damn, Lil J. That's why I'm just like, man, these niggas. Oh man, it's ugly out here, man. It's ugly, y'all. That's all I can say. This shit ugly. These niggas ain't even playing fair out here, man. It's just, damn. These niggas either transforming or goddamn or telling. So that's why I say, man, leave that shit alone, get you some money, find you a legal hustle or whatever. Even if you hit the streets, just be safe. These niggas ain't even playing right. Damn. But you know, it's something else I wanted. We talking about all this rack shit, man. I want to know what y'all think about those four black folks, them niggas who went over there to Mexico and Two of them got smoked, and two of them came back. I want to know what y'all think about that after they got kidnapped and all that shit. What y'all think? I think they was down there trying to make a play. They was down there trying to meet El Chapo and got chopped up. I think that's what happened. I don't think it was no mistaken identity. I think they was down there on some more shit. It don't take 4-5 people for one female to get a BBL. Unless they was gonna have us smuggle some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, whether she was swallowing, the pills or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know how that shit go when you were a mule and when you were a drug mule and how that shit go. I don't think they were down there for no BBL and that girl to get her teeth done. I think that her ass was down there trying to make a play and the cartel got up with her ass. Got up with all their ass. That's what I think what happened. I just don't think they was down there on some bullshit. I seen that shit in the news too. I want to know what y'all think about that, because that's what I think. I think it was a play gone wrong. This is word of advice, man. This is what I'm telling y'all who in the street. Man, if you this is why a middleman is needed. See, they went down there trying to meet the cartel and trying to get pure, unstepped on, uncut blow. They was down there trying to make a play and got played. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is why you got to have a middleman, because the middleman job is to make sure both sides feel safe. If one side feel like you trying to backdoor them, or one side feel like you trying to play them, or one side feel like you work for the feds, they'll kill you. That's what will happen to you. And so I think that's what happened. That's what I think. This is why you gotta have that middleman. They should have had somebody who was Mexican, somebody who from down there. You know what I'm saying? So even if they was looking for the product, they could have had somebody that could have put them up on game. Hey, I know this, and this. And then you let that middleman talk to that man in Spanish or whatever the fuck they be talking. And you got his money. He give you the product. Y'all swap it out, and that's it. But you niggas who don't know a lick of Spanish, and y'all ass just down there on some more shit, it's over with. They don't even play like that. So that's what I think will happen. I think they was down there making a play. Now, the cartel did write a letter, and they did apologize, and they hog tied up 5 niggas and brought them to the police station and said these niggas did it and we don't hurt innocence and all that shit. But they only doing that shit now because, the cartel don't want that smoke. They don't like the attention all this shit is getting. And the fact that, the fact that Joe Biden and everybody speaking on it now, it's like, damn, we fucked up because now we got them involved. So now the Americans might come down here on some more shit. But man, we got enough problems, man. We can't be worried about no fucking no Mexico, man. I fuck with the SAs, but a lot of Mexicans don't really fuck with niggas. Like they hoes do. But a lot of the Mexican niggas, they don't fuck with niggas like that. And phone them, they don't even fuck with us like that. Said they ain't want to go for real, but the girl insisted. Their cousin spoke about them on live. I ain't never heard they ain't want to go for real, but the girl insisted. I don't think the cartel was there. They don't do group meetings. See, I think they said one girl stayed behind though. That she stayed behind and cause she didn't have her ID. But man, come on, man. You come from South Carolina. You going to South Carolina to Texas, then you going over to Mexico. You ain't bring your ID. Nah, your ass got scared. You got scared at the end because you realized this shit finna get for real when we cross over in the other country. Her ass either worried about getting shot, getting killed, or she was worried about her ass getting caught. And she ain't want no part of that shit. But you gotta see how this shit play out. Because had she not went, she was the one that called the U.S. Embassy and then called the police after that. Because when they ain't come back in 4 days, she was the one that called the police and shit saying that they was over there. That's what The police told the feds, and then the feds told Mexico, and then the Mexico army and shit went to go looking for him. So if it wasn't for that girl stand, and she'd have went with them when they shot that van up, it'd have been over with. Cause nobody would have known where it was at. Shit, one of the niggas, shit, phone them was like shit. They didn't even know whether the wife was like shit. She didn't know that her husband was over there. So you ain't gonna tell your old lady you over there? That you ain't gonna tell your unless you was doing some shit that you knew you wasn't supposed to be doing. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the RIP to the two that lost their life. I'm glad for the two that came home. Shit, whatever they was doing, Joe Biden was talking about they was gonna investigate and look into it. But they better hope, shit, because one thing about them feds, they get access to everything. So if it come down to it that it was a drug deal going wrong and all that shit, they might put them bodies on their ass. They might, you know what I'm saying? They might be charged with some shit. So, for now, they look innocent for now, but we'll see how that shit go. I don't think the cartel was there. They don't do group meetings. I don't think so either. You know what I'm saying? But they must have, they somehow the word, because it just seemed like once they saw that white van, they got up on the van and just start hitting the van up. But then again, you riding around and somebody else, that's just kind of like, that's the hood. You riding around in somebody's hood, man, who live here all their life and they see some shit that they ain't never see. They not finna ask no questions. They was moving wrong. You don't move like that. You supposed to have a guide, somebody there. And I wouldn't have drove shit. You could have drove some shit to a certain area, then you park that motherfucker, you get out and you walk. But you want to make sure that who you walking with, you want to make sure that you're seen walking with somebody that look Hispanic, or you know what I'm saying, that's Spanish speaking, somebody that's right there. So if some shit could happen, he could translate, he could talk to niggas. They can't see what type of motherfucker you is if you in the car. They can't see that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? You fucked up. Yeah, they fucked up. They had all them niggas fucked up. Then I just read some shit this morning where they said they got two Latina females, they got them kidnapped. And they over there somewhere, some shit. Like, man, y'all better quit playing with Mexico. Them niggas over there starving. They kidnapping niggas, they holding niggas for ransom, they trying to feed their family, and you better come up with that money. Half the police is the cartel. The cartel got everybody, half of the cops work for the cartel. Shit. You better quit playing with them people, man. I wouldn't even take a boat cruise over there in fucking Mexico. I don't even want to be over there. Shit. And I ain't scared. I ain't stupid. I can't speak Spanish. I can't speak none of that shit. And I'm a nigga. Should you see your motherfucking ass over there, they gonna run down on your ass. They know you on some bullshit. Yeah, that girl was thirsty. They didn't want to go for it, but the girl insisted. Should have smoked her motherfucking ass. She should have got it first. But I'm gonna have to look into that, cuz speaking about them on live. I'm gonna have to look into it. I'm gonna have to look into that shit though. See, that's why I don't think the cartel was involved. Could have just been a small group of bad dudes they ran into. That's possible. I agree with that. It could have been just a small group of people that they just ran into, just trying to hit a lick. But that go back into what I'm saying. You going into a hood that's just like here. You going into a hood that a nigga don't know you. You riding around in some shit that they not familiar with. These niggas is out here starving. They on the block 24/7. So if they see some shit that they know don't look right, they're not asking no questions. They might not even have been on shit, but if they see you, they gonna get you before you get them. That's what I'm saying. And these niggas fucked up. They fucked up. That's the bottom line. They shouldn't have did that shit. Even if y'all was down there on that, y'all should have been trying to make a play, trying to see You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we need to be on foot, walking. We park the car somewhere and walk. Let these niggas see we with some Mexicans. So it ain't no bull. So a nigga feel at least a little bit comfortable about the shit. Cause if you walking, they'll think, okay, they ain't on shit because they walking. But you riding around. Man, these niggas. Yeah, all right. But look though, Wild Versace, you say you don't think the cartel was involved, but that's what I'm telling you. The cartel, they tied up 5 niggas. Man, look that shit up. They tied up 5 niggas and wrote a letter on them niggas saying that we apologize. I ain't never seen no shit like that for. I ain't never seen no shit like that for. And said he apologized. That's what they said. They said we don't do innocence. They apologized. They said these the 5 niggas who did the shit, and they hog tied their ass up and dropped them off. That's what they said. So they did do it because they just claim. Because if they didn't do it, shit, why would they claim this shit? You know what I'm saying? They could have said nothing. Cartel don't write no letters and shit, but they wrote one. Now, like I just said earlier, it could have been, oh man, they probably didn't want the heat. You know what I'm saying? That's coming with this shit. Like, damn, we done fucked up and killed these Americans, and now the White House saying this and that type shit. So now, fuck, we got to, you know what I'm saying? We got to try to turn these niggas in. They might have just been 5 niggas. They might have caught them 5 niggas walking down the street, tied their ass up, wrote a letter on their ass and dropped them off. Them niggas might not have had shit to do with nothing. But they had to make it look like they took care of business to get them niggas off their ass. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But you could be right too. Cause when do the cartel leave niggas alive? The cartel usually smoke everybody. Cause when I watched the whole video, like unedited, they ran up on the van, sprayed the van. I think 2 of them was out of there, out the gate. Then they grabbed their ass and threw them in the trunk or threw them in the back seat. So shit, they could have, you know what I'm saying? They could have smoked everybody if they was really on that. So I don't know. It's just it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? All that shit crazy. Um, shit. I just think shit. You know when you go in them other countries, that's just like me. Shit, I'm black. Shit, we black. I think us that's on here. Shit, we go to Africa and shit. That's just like the Mexicans. Shit, the Mexicans can't go over there to Africa and shit and be walking around. They know ain't no Mexicans from over there in Africa. Your ass get to walking around over there in one of them African hoods if you want to. They'll do them just like they did their ass. They'll snatch their ass up quick. They don't give a fuck about nothing. But a nigga like me that's black, I blend in a little bit, cause at least it make it look like I'm supposed to be there. These niggas don't even look like it. They ass tweaking. Hell no. This is during the war. So handing over members and leaving notes is crazy. Somebody was out of bounds. Yeah, that's what they said in the letter too. They said that's what they said. We don't kill innocents. You know what I'm saying? We don't, that's not our thing. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand too. One thing, the only thing the cartel respect is money. So when you think about Mexico, you think about tourism. You think about half the cartel got the police on the payroll. Half the cartel, they own hotels and clubs. So you fucking around, you scaring the tourists away. You killing niggas and shit. You killing customers. So they like, hold on. So I'm sure there's somebody at the top like, man, this bad for business. We got to turn these niggas over. And they don't give a fuck about turning them niggas over because they probably didn't get the clearance first They ain't probably checked with the OG and like, see, okay, is this shit cool? They probably just went on the lick on their own, didn't check in with a nigga, and then when they found out what the fuck they did, they turned them niggas in. So them 5 niggas that they tied up and dropped their ass off at the police station, they could have did the shit. Or they could have just grabbed 5 niggas off the street. Like I said, shit. That shit could have went either way. But one thing about them cartel, they run that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, yeah, he said it's during the war, so handing over members and leaving notes is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, but shit, that's what they did. Cartel said they don't want them problems. See, they ain't get El Chapo back. They got his ass in the fucking. They got his ass in max. He in a maximum prison in Colorado. He over there with Larry Hoover, Jeff Fort, some of the 9/11 people who orchestrated all the terrorists and shit. All they ass in Florence X. They ass in Florence, Colorado. They in the maximum security. They in the jail with the jail within the jail. The Supermax. He ain't never coming home. This over with. He gonna die in that bitch. Yeah, they was out of bounds. I mean, shit, both sides out of bounds. I think that they fucked up. The niggas fucked up, and the cartel fucked up. Them niggas who was involved with that shit fucked up, but the cartel left they note, said what they said. Hopefully this shit will die down or whatever like that. But Joe Biden said he gonna get to the bottom of this shit. So that means now shit. Now they done lit a match under their ass. But shit, whole time a nigga really don't have the money for this shit. Like if a nigga just want to be for real, man, y'all these niggas got all this shit going on with Ukraine. These niggas sending millions, billions, trillions of motherfucking dollars over there. Now you think you finna just go to Mexico and get the doing some shit? Man, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. Where the money at? Niggas out here struggling. Y'all niggas, man, niggas trying to get food stamps, all type of shit. You niggas out here on some bullshit. Send 2 bodies and 2 alive is a message. You know, I agree with that. I agree with that. Like, damn, we can't kill everybody. We gotta we gotta show you what's the consequences of coming over here. But we gracious enough to give you mercy and bring and let you have 2 back. I agree with that. But shit, but if that's the case, why write the note? Why turn niggas over? Cartel, they have to do that shit. They could have just said nothing, like they always do. When have we ever heard the cartel writing a letter telling about they sorry? It was a misunderstanding, and we don't kill innocent people. And that's what they said. They said they was innocent. So if they innocent, that means either A, they probably was down there to buy the drugs, but maybe they was only supposed to be held ransom, or maybe they was just supposed to rob them and they didn't get the check with their OG. They didn't get the check first. The boss didn't co-sign this shit, and you decide to do some shit on your own. And that's one thing a nigga can say, whether a nigga want to admit the shit or not. With that cartel shit is a hierarchy with that shit. You got to get the check from your OG. You can't do shit on your own unless a nigga say you can do it. The same way them niggas that kill somebody off the street, they'll kill your ass for being disloyal. They know that. Shit, that's probably the only reason why the cartel didn't even hit their own members. If that's really them. If that's really their members. It's only because they wanted to save face to say, hey, okay, we're going to do the right thing and turn these niggas over. So, that's some crazy ass shit about the cartel. I ain't never heard that before. But what else we gonna get off into? Oh yeah, man. You know the Bears, man. We gave up their #1 pick. We get off into that sports shit, man. I be talking about some of everything on here, man. I know you talk about street shit, talk about world shit, man. We talk about grown shit. I can relate to y'all on any level. See what I'm saying? Don't always have to be on this on this drill shit, on this street shit. We could talk. I'm a nigga that, you know, like I ain't no college graduate or nothing like that, but I be reading and I try to educate myself. You see what I'm saying? Like I try to, you know what I'm saying, educate myself and try to make sure that I'm in tune with shit. Because, in order to know what's going on in the world, you can't always know what's going on just the block, just the city, just the hood. You gotta always try to tap in a different shit because, a nigga might go from here to Tennessee or from here to California or from here to New York. You always want to kind of know what's going on at least a little bit so that you self-aware. A nigga shouldn't always have to tell you everything. It's some shit that you should already know on your own. You know what I'm saying? Some of the world's smartest people, some of the people that had the most influence was always people that were self-taught. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X didn't have a degree. You know what I'm saying? He went to jail and shit and, learned his speech and all that type of shit through prison. There's a lot of good niggas, you know what I'm saying, who self-taught and learn and, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit on their own type shit. HBIC room shaker. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? That's my point. An apology from the cartel's business, not personal. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Absolutely. It definitely, it definitely was business. They know that. They know that. They definitely know that. Because they realize that Americans fund tourism 100%. They money comes from that, from the hotels to the tourists to the clubs to the drugs. Americans buy to the guns. Americans buy all they shit. So if you out here killing people and you fucking up business, you fucking up. That don't make no sense. I don't give a fuck whether niggas speak Spanish or not. We all speak money. That's the language we all speak. And that type shit, that shit ain't gonna work. Hey, let me get that black. All right. So I wish we had better analysts and media. Everybody taking players' characters right now, still comparing goats. Man, look, shit. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. When it come down to this goat shit, like you already know, man. Born and raised in Chicago, born and raised in Iraq. I'ma always say Jordan the goat. I was little growing up, seeing a nigga, you know what I'm saying, do his thing, and I little. Everybody was used to just the Bulls winning all the time. That's what nigga was on. Nigga was just used to the Bulls always winning shit. So a nigga gonna always say that, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, to me, man, shit, man, Bron got it's not like a nigga career to the point where a nigga can't say, oh man, I'm not the GOAT. He could say that shit. Man, the man won in Cleveland, Miami, and LA. So you gotta get that nigga that. You gotta give a nigga that. You gotta say, man, the man won everywhere he was at. Not only that, the man got the most points in NBA history. The nigga played 20 years. So if he say he the GOAT, shit, damn, shit, damn, shit. If he the GOAT, if he feel like he the GOAT, shit, why not? If Kareem want to come out and say he feel like he the GOAT, why not? You know what I'm saying? I never really, I compare the shit by era. I never really say, okay, one nigga is the greatest of all time. Because how can Michael Jordan be the greatest of all time? He never played in the 60s. How can LeBron be the greatest of all time? He never played in the 80s. How could Jordan be the greatest of all time? He never played right now. So I always say when you comparing the GOATs, you might say, okay, who was the GOAT from Jordan played from what, 84 to 98, then he from 84 to 93. I think 94, 95 he was gone. He won 96, 97, 98. Then he left again, then he came back in 02, 03 or some shit, or 01, 02 or 03, some shit like that. So if you want to say, okay, who was the GOAT in the 80s? Who was the GOAT in the 90s? Who was the GOAT in the 2000s? Who was the GOAT from 2010 to 2020? And then from 2020 to 2030, and from 2030 to 2040? Cool. Shit, the same way niggas say my era old and all that type of shit, they gonna say the same thing about LeBron 20 years from now. Nigga gonna say the same shit. My boy back, what up, phone now? Dano. What it is, game. Most fear versus most respect. I give both of them credit. Me too. Like I said, like a nigga gonna be like it's niggas in Cleveland who feel the same way I feel about this shit. A nigga gonna say, shit, that's where LeBron from. I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna say, I'm from Cleveland. And you know what I'm saying? He gonna side with his nigga. I'm from Chicago, born and raised. So I'm gonna say Jordan to go. You know what I'm saying? A nigga who born and raised in LA. I'm born and raised in LA. Kobe to go. You see what I'm saying? So a nigga gonna always say some shit. A nigga gonna always say where a nigga region, where a nigga from. A nigga gonna always say shit. He feel like his nigga to go. So shit, it is what it is. A nigga ain't tweaking off this shit. But to me, I just think when it come down to like analysts, a lot of these niggas be yelling. They be talking over each other. Yeah, you could use stats, the eye test. You could use stats, the eye test. You could use your era. You could look at, okay, was it like the 80s where it was more slow ball, slow pace to the point where okay, guys only scoring at 80, 90 here and there. Or it's like more no hand checking, no hard fouls, more space. A lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, pulling up. A lot of guys averaging more now versus what it was back then. Like it's different ways that you can be an analyst and be able to break it down versus talking about somebody's character. Like these niggas talking about Ja Morant. Man, listen, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I wonder what y'all think about Ja Morant. Cause to me, I feel like this. Everybody keeps saying he ain't from the hood, he ain't like that. He grew up with two parents. I'm finna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. Just because you grew up in a two-parent household don't mean that you have a good household. Motherfucker might be in a two-parent household and you might have two crackheads. Your mom and your daddy could have been a crackhead type shit. Your daddy could have been in and out of jail. You could have had a mama that was on drugs, all type of shit. Just because you got a two-parent household don't mean shit. Okay, he grew up in the middle class. He grew up in the middle class. If any of y'all from Chicago that's on here and you lived in the hundreds, it's a lot of houses and shit that look good. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood look good, but it's going down over there. And if your ass lacking, it's over with. I don't mean shit. You get to ride around. It's a nice neighborhood. You can't judge nobody hood based off what the shit look like. Cause a lot of them homes, a lot of them homes was in the 60s. Some of them was in the 70s. Some of them was built back in the day where your mama, your grandmama, you know what I'm saying, and shit. Back then, where you might have had an all black neighborhood and shit, where the houses might have been nice and the motherfucker might have just kept it up. That don't mean shit. But my nigga John Morant gonna be back though, man. He a young nigga, man. He a young nigga, man. He learning. That's just how it is, man. He got to move smart. He just can't put that shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He just, he got to do better though. My only argument growing up as a '90s baby was I still haven't seen nobody chase for their LeBrons. Man, on phone them. Niggas ain't, I don't, bro, my right hand to God. My right hand to God. Bro, I don't own no LeBrons. None. No LeBrons. None. It's niggas that still buy George. That just show you the influence, the culture influence that nigga got. You know what I'm saying? But I do respect that. I appreciate that too, Wild Versace. Yeah, I do love what they both brought to the sport. LeBron a real nigga, because when he said what he said about Kyrie, he kind of lost some points with me. You know what I'm saying? But when he came back, he was like, hold on. Y'all asked me everything about Kyrie, but what about Jerry Jones, though? My people. And he did speak up for black folks. I give him that shit. I give him that. Bron's like, hold on now. Y'all ain't finna just keep on fucking with Kyrie now. What about these white folks? Now, he did say that. That's what he said. Now, I respect that part. See, Ja remind me of the cool kid in school. Somewhere somebody gonna judge him. Only pay him attention on the court. And he really cool. Yeah, you can hoop, man. But, man, like, shorty, he 23. Y'all, these niggas acting like he killed somebody. He ain't do shit. He showed a pipe like he ain't no felon. It wasn't no switch on it. He went to the club, so what he's supposed to have that. You got to think, when a nigga worth 230 million, he ain't supposed to have shit. He ain't supposed to have nothing. And then as soon as a nigga get popped, first thing a nigga say what? Why the fuck you ain't had your pipe? That's the first thing a nigga gonna say. Why you ain't had no pipe? What you had guys with you? Why you ain't have nothing? He a young nigga, man. He gonna make them mistakes. He ain't in jail. They just, you know what I'm saying? They gave him a couple games to let the media die this shit down. And once that shit over with, 3-4 games, he gonna be back. They talking about he took the pipe on the plane. They gotta prove that shit. They gotta prove it. Cause he could just say, nah, I got the pipe. Well, nah, cause that's some snitching shit. But that's what you spoke. But see, now this is where all them guys that be around him, that he got with him, his guys supposed to be like, man, that's on me. Man, I had that pipe. And I'm gonna take care of it. Whatever come with that, whether I gotta get you a lawyer, I gotta put money on your books, I got to pay the prosecutor to drop the charge, whatever it come with that, this is where your guys supposed to come in handy, because they gotta protect the bag. I'm the bag for the block. I'm the bag for my guys. So I gotta make it. I need you to tell Adam Silver this your pipe so I can get back on the court. Just tell them that. Once you tell them that, okay, all right, cool. And they can't prove shit. That's why Colorado dropped the charges. They gotta prove it. They can't prove that the pipe was even real. He ain't showed the bullets or nothing. Man, that could have been an airsoft gun. He could use that NBA young boy defense. Man, that was an airsoft gun. It was a BB gun. Man, that gun was a lighter. You got some guns that you squeeze and lighter. You can light your cigarette, light your blunt, light your backwood, light your black. They can't prove that shit. That's why they gotta let them back. Anybody with some sense, all you gotta do is say that shit and you straight. That's all you gotta do. Just say that. They blamed his friends and the police dropped the case. Yeah, because you can't prove that shit. He was holding the gun. Damn. And this is my thing too, man. When it come down to like Stephen A. Smith and a lot of these other guys, my whole thing is this. See, and this ain't no hating on no other, race or nothing, but my thing is, why is it that when we got other folks who have firearms, they what they call it, Second Amendment. They you know what I'm saying? They Second Amendment. They exercising their rights. But when the nigga got his gun, he on some shit. Damn, we ain't got no rights either. Damn, what about our Second Amendment? That's all I'm saying. Why our Second Amendment at? These niggas tweaking. But y'all be back, man. They need him back. He their biggest attraction. Nike, look, fuck that business. They just dropped the Ja ones. I might go get me a pair of Jaws. You know what I'm saying? I might go cop one just to support them. just to support. You know what I'm saying? But they need that. They need him to play for Memphis because he their main attraction. He their biggest star. So when he don't show up, and then the playoffs right around the corner, they ain't got time for this shit. Now, if it was the off season, he did this shit, he probably would have been fucked up. But right now, the playoffs is on the verge. We coming down to the last stretch going into the playoffs. You fuck around and start losing 7, 8 games, your ass gonna be in the play-in. You fuck up, your ass ain't gonna make the playoffs. They need y'all. Now I know they got a better team. The team seem like they play better without him, but still they need him because they recognize that he might force a double team. He get hot. One thing about Ja, Ja can pass that bitch. Ja athletic. Ja, you know what I'm saying? Ja, he calls a different type of a defensive coverage. They guard him more at the top of the key. So got a lot of guys that's on the perimeter, guys that's on the wing who can hit them spot up threes. He can open the floor for everybody else because they know how athletic he is. He can drive to the hole, and once he drives to the hole, the defense collapse. He kick it out to the wing, and the nigga can shoot that bitch wide open three. Man, they gotta have his ass. And that's what I said too. That little ass 380. He niggas acting like he walking around with a chopper. Shit. Bet not get into a shootout with a nigga with a 380. Now don't get me wrong, that bitch will do damage. But your clip, you ain't got that much in the clip to be playing. He ain't no threat with no 380. He ain't no threat with no 380, y'all. Real shit. So who y'all got winning this shit? Man, I really want to see my nigga KD get him a ring. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really want to see my nigga KD get him a ring. And the reason why I want to see him get a ring because I just want to get all these niggas off his ass, man. They keep talking about this super team shit. He can't lead the team and all that shit. But they talk about they talk about Durant and Golden State, and they keep bringing that shit up. He had a super team in Brooklyn, he didn't get it done, and all this and that. But I felt like shit once Harden, you know, left, and then you left, and then Kyrie left, you left KD with Ben Simmons. So he's supposed to win a ring with this nigga, a nigga who won't shoot, scared to shoot. Nah, yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of there. I would have left too. Shit, if LeBron could get all the teams that he want to get and get the players he want to get, why KD can't get the same shit? Why, y'all? Niggas gotta stop that shit, man. I know a lot of niggas hate KD. Really, they really hate KD because if we gonna be for real on some real nigga shit, like the reason why they hating on him is because they feel like he stopped. They realize that he stopped LeBron from getting them 6 rings, or maybe even 7, maybe more than Jordan or more than Kareem. He had more rings in the modern era than anybody. Not talking about Bill Russell, but Kareem and Jordan is the standard with 6. That's the standard. So that's what everybody try to get to. Because when I get the 6 rings, if LeBron could get the 6 rings and he got the stats that he got, then he the unquestioned GOAT. And nigga can't say shit. Now you gotta deal with that. I got more rings than these niggas. I got more points than these niggas. I got more assists than these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm in the top 10 in a lot of different categories. But so I think that's why niggas mad at KD. But I ain't mad at him. He don't want to be one of them niggas like Dame doing his thing, dropping all these points and shit, but not having no ring. Quantity G. What's the word, folks? What's the word? I'm glad everybody popping up, showing up, supporting. Everybody's on this bitch, even if you on this bitch, just to come through and just hear what we talking about. Man, make sure when y'all come in, y'all hit that like button. I appreciate everybody for coming in here. Hit that like button, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Maybe talk about everything on here, man. We don't just talk about street shit. We talk about life shit. At the end of the day, man, you know, we all men and we got some women on here too. You know what I'm saying? But we talk about everything. You know, it's more to this shit. It's more to this shit than just street shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I get on here, I can relate to y'all and talk to y'all about on everything. And if I don't know shit, then y'all hit the chat box and y'all talk about whatever the fuck y'all want to talk about. And shit, I listen to y'all. It might be some shit y'all could tell me. And put me up on some shit in front of them. Real shit. Yeah, man. It just fucked up though. It just fucked up. I want my nigga KD to get him a ring. But I think they're gonna get that MVP to Jokic though. He probably gonna be back to back to back MVP. But I'm gonna tell y'all some shit too. A team a nigga ain't talking about in the East, Cleveland, bro. I think Cleveland might do it. Cleveland might go to like the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know if they gonna make it to the finals, but I think Cleveland got an all around team. I like Donovan Mitchell. I like what they got over there. I like the pieces they got over there too. And I think they gonna do some shit. Everybody keep talking about uh Giannis and the Bucks in the East, and they talking about Embiid. You know what I'm saying? But and they talking about the Celtics, but they not talking about Cleveland. The Cavs got a solid team. They got a solid five. They can run with anybody. If they want to play in the paint, they got that. He from where I'm from. He just need to get comfortable and get his vision back on board. Hey, facts. I'm finna graduate in June. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. That's good to see a nigga graduate, man. That's what that shit is about. This shit is about elevating and you know, getting yourself to the point where, you know what I'm saying, shit, you know, you moving up, you making moves. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, graduating is a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You graduating from what? High school, college, what trade school, uh community college, what you graduating from? Real shit. It's good to see a nigga graduate. Congratulations. Drop your cash app. I'm seeing something. Real shit. Cause when the nigga graduate and the nigga make it from one level and get to another one, now you got another level to get to. Now you got another level to get to. Then when you get to the level where you want to get shit, then you can put some of your own guys on. Then you can put them up on game to how you made it. Reach out and help another nigga. Not me. I'm just talking about just a nigga that you fuck with every day. A nigga that you know what I'm saying? Cause no matter what, to me, when a nigga talk about a nigga like LeBron, to me, why I got him one of the goats is because not because his stats, not because his ring, none of that shit. The fact that he took Rich Paul, what the fuck is the other nigga name? Um, what the fuck is the other nigga name? His business partners, all his partners, he put them niggas on. That to me, that made him one of the goats out the gate. Before that nigga even won all the rings, all that shit. The nigga say, I'm not finna have a bunch of niggas that just gonna keep eating off me. That's cool. But I put these niggas to go be an agent, to go be a business partner. I took this nigga to go do this. I took this nigga to go do that. And now all my niggas got their own me. And so a nigga ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta feel like a nigga leeching off me type shit. High school finna go to college. That was up. I got you. Hold on, I'm finna write down your cash app. Hold on. Because I'm on the phone. I ain't on the tablet. So I E T E N. I got you. You locked in. I got you. I definitely got something for you for graduating. You know what college you going to yet? Or you don't know yet, or just shit? You don't know what college you going to yet, or you just still trying to figure it out, or you got offers, or what the business with that? So to me, that's why I made that's why I got Braun as one of the goats. So I got like a Mount Rushmore of goats. So I got four goats on my shit. I got Jordan, I got Braun, I got Kobe. Shit, I'm talking about the niggas I seen play, and I got Hakeem the Dream, Elijah. I ain't see Kareem play. Now Kareem is one of the goats too, but I'm just talking about the niggas I seen play. You see what I'm saying? I can't judge a nigga I ain't never seen play. I can look at numbers and stats, but sometimes that shit don't tell the whole story. But I seen these niggas play. So I can say them my four goals. What y'all go to? We got seven niggas on here. Everybody need to drop who y'all Mount Rushmore of goats. Y'all got four picks. Ball State. That was up. They be going to bowl games and shit too down there. Ball State. That was up, my nigga. That was up. You know what you gonna major in yet? You ain't figure that shit out yet? Or you just know that's where you going and you figure that shit out later? So shout out to Quantity G, man. Shout out to you for doing something, man. And college wasn't never. I always wish I would have went to college and all that type shit, but sometimes shit life don't play like sometimes shit life don't give you them type of cards type shit. Sometimes you know you deal with the cards that you got and you make them work to the best of your ability. I ain't had that, but shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? Shit is cool that I'm content with not going. I wish I would have went, but you know what I'm saying? Shit didn't work out for me like that. I had a lot of other shit going on. Some street shit, some other shit. You'll figure it out later. That's what's up. As long as you going, you'll figure that shit out when you get there. Sometimes shit it take a while to figure out what you want to do. But you don't want to get down there and be on no shit like um you get there and then you get to focus on holes and all this other type shit. Cause that's what can happen. Same shit like street shit, college shit, same shit. A lot of niggas go to school and they get down there and they don't have no major, they don't have a focus. And the motherfucker get down there and they get to doing all type of other shit. You get wrapped up in that shit. I think T Grizzly talked about that shit too. I think where he went to school and he got kicked out and all that type of shit because they was on something else. So you can get down there and get distracted and get on some other shit, and then you might go through certain circumstances, and then shit worked out for him later because he ended up becoming a rapper, and he ended up, you know what I'm saying, becoming successful in his own way. Shit, I know some motherfuckers who went to college, and it shit just ain't work out for them because they realized once they got there, that wasn't the road that was for them. But you know what I'm saying, shit, you got to be able to know first. I went to be able to find that out. You don't never want to have that you don't never want to have that, damn, be a nigga like me where you talking about, damn, I wish I would have went. So going, that was up. Ball State. That was up, my nigga. You got Bron, MJ, Kareem, Duncan. You know what? A lot of niggas don't really talk about Duncan like that. But what a lot of niggas don't know, I saw a stat about Duncan the other day where he was talking about where they said he's the only player with multiple rings. I think he got 3. Where he got 3 rings without another top 75 all-time teammate. That's the most all-time. Duncan also, and I think in his 20 years, he never had a losing season. You got to remember too, in '99, in the lockout year, he came in with David Robinson. He won 1 ring with David Robinson, and he won 3 with Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. They not top 75 players, but I think they Hall of Famers. But you know what I'm saying? He, you know, came out of Wake Forest and he won like just like that. He ended up winning like right away. And he ain't have to lead no team and join another team, or you know what I'm saying? He won all his in one spot. That's why I respect that shit about Duncan too. And like I said, Kareem years ago, he was an all-time leading scorer, and he won 1 in Milwaukee, won 5 in LA. So he won in different spaces, different, you know what I'm saying, different teams. So shit. I mean, yo list legit. See, that's a legit list. Phone them. That's a legit list. You gotta find a way to juggle it though, the hoes and partying and shit with the education. Facts. Cause shit, you ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like you gotta always be down there on the education shit. Of course, that's why you there. You don't want to waste your time and your money or however you got the shit, if you got a scholarship or however you got down there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, shit. You gotta shit hit some hoes while you down there too. So you definitely gotta have that type of balance where one ain't just taking over the other. I got one nigga to tell me his vote on his Mount Rushmore. We got 7 in here. So where everybody else list at? I don't see everybody else list yet. Where everybody list at? Where y'all list at? Where y'all list at? Let go. So what we on, y'all? What we talking about? I'm definitely gonna be dropping more content. At least trying to give y'all at least 2 videos a week. I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers who hit me on IG. Man, you can follow me on IG, wild underscore 100 underscore Q, where, you know what I'm saying, he DM me and was just asking about how to stay safe and how to maneuver around the city and all that shit. And I definitely you know what I'm saying, let the nigga know how to move and shit, because he was coming down. I mean, he was coming from somewhere. I don't know where the fuck he was coming from, but he was coming down to go to the car show and shit. So he just needs to know how to move. He came with his old lady and wanted to know how to move and shit. So I told him what I told him, and ain't shit happened to him. He was able to maneuver right. He maneuvered right. You listen to him, say copacetic. Shit, he was straight. The thing about it, shit, I don't know everything, but I know how to survive. Shit, and if you a nigga that's on here talking, you know what I'm saying? If you a nigga that DM me that want to know some shit, I definitely tell you. Like I said, I only got one list. There's 70 y'all on here. Where y'all list at? Where y'all go list at? Where y'all Mount Rushmore list at? Okay, you got 100. You got Luca. You got Luca at 4. That's a little early. Look, I think Luca gonna end up being a Hall of Famer though. I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't no bat. Like I think he gonna be. I think he definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer. But he got to get him a ring. He with Kyrie, and I think man, I think both of them need that ring. You know what I'm saying? Both of them gotta have that. I don't think Kyrie gonna sign a long term. I think this is a one and done for him because I think he really trying to get with Bron before he retire. That's why I think the Lakers might make the playoffs this year, and I think they ain't gonna win this year. But I think Kyrie gonna come next year, and I think before LeBron retire, he gonna get one more ring, and then he gonna be at 5. So he gonna have the same amount as Kobe, and then he gonna win a ring with Kyrie, once Kyrie next year go to the Lakers and he get a ring with them, what all the shit people talk about Kyrie and all that shit. Once Kyrie get 2 rings, and let's just say he be Finals MVP, then he got to be a Hall of Famer. It ain't gonna be no question after that. I think he gonna be a Hall of Famer anyway, just based on him helping Bron and getting that being down 3-1. So I think that one ring gonna forever put him in at least in the NBA top 100. Like I know right now is an NBA top 75, but when they do it, when when they do the NBA 100 for the 100 years that the NBA been playing basketball, I think he gonna make that next 25 list. I think he gonna be in there. I do. I really think he gonna do it. So we'll see though. But shout out to Bron. Shit, shout out to all them niggas, man. Damn, you should have put Kyrie. No, shit. I look, shit. You got Luca. Look, Luca averaging a triple double. Luca be doing this thing. This is the only problem I got with Luca. Luca kind of remind me of how James Harden was when he was in um Houston. You remember how he used to always dribble the ball, dribble, dribble, step back, shoot, and everybody just stand around. That ain't the type of. And Kobe said this shit. He said this when he was being interviewed by Rachel Nichols when she used to work for ESPN, and I caught that when he did the interview. He said that's not winning because you can't just stand there dribble, 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 dribble. I'm gonna dribble around and shit, and then I'm gonna just pull up and shit. And everybody just standing there. Nah, you gotta have some type of movement. Folks got to be able to set the pick for you. You know what I'm saying? Have a back cut, somebody waiting on the wing, and then you drive, and then you dish it to somebody who open. But you just standing there type shit that you slow the whole offense down. Everybody got to be moving, doing something so you can find the right shot, get other people involved. Don't think your teammates just standing there type shit to see what you gonna do. That ain't gonna lead to no championship. You got to be able to do something. You better be like Phil Jackson and try to have the triangle or try to have some type of offense to get everybody involved. That's how Jordan was able to win. Because yeah, Jordan took a lot of the shots, but Scotty was doing all the other shit. Dennis Rodman was getting the rebounds and the blocks. Everybody had, Steve Kerr might have been sitting there waiting on the wing. Tony Kukoc might have been. So everybody had some shit going on. So Luca got to start getting niggas involved. But all that dribbling and running around and shit, that shit ain't gonna work. He gonna have to do something else. Cause he do that right there when you in the playoffs, all them calls, the nigga get in the regular season, you don't get them calls in the playoffs. They're not gonna allow you to just stand there and somebody just lightly bump you and you get a foul. That don't work in the playoffs. There's a whole nother element of the game. especially when you get to the second round and then you get to the Eastern Conference Finals or the Western Conference Finals. They not calling shit unless it's just like all the way fucked up type shit on phone. Like you got to be able to have your game, got to be able to elevate from one round to the next round. So that's what I think. Yeah, but my nigga Kyrie, Uncle Drew doing his thing, man. I pull for him too, cause he one of them that he say how he feel. He don't give a fuck how a nigga feel. I respect that even though a nigga getting the money that he getting, as a man, you gotta be able to say certain things as a man and say how you feel. I just feel like he should never apologize because I don't think he didn't even say shit. All he did was post a picture of the documentary that he watched. And he explained the shit, but you know how they do, man. They anytime a nigga getting money, they real life hate on Kyrie because he left Bron in the first place. Had he not left him, I don't really think they would have really been as mad about what he said versus him leaving LeBron. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I think about that shit. Yeah, yeah. So y'all got any questions for me? Y'all got anything y'all want to say? I don't really see nobody in the chat talking. I don't see nothing going on. Where y'all at? It's too quiet. Say I can sit on here, man, tweet with y'all all day. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't been on here in a minute. So really, I'm on here for y'all, let y'all know, man, I'm still out here. You know what I'm saying? I got life, I got other shit that's going on. But you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for subscribing, everybody for, you know what I'm saying, liking the videos, commenting, um, you know what I'm saying, all that type shit, you know. I don't take y'all time for granted. If you on here, you know what I'm saying, if you on here, you know what I'm saying, talking to a nigga, you could be doing anything. And the fact that you gave me your time just to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm appreciative and grateful for that shit. You got MJ, Duncan, Rodman, LeBron. I might add Shaq as a fifth. Okay, that's your top four, or is that just your four favorite? MJ, Duncan, Rodman, LeBron. Look, I can't take nothing away from Rodman. Rodman was one of them. He's one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? He did all other type of goofy shit, like off the court, and was doing all dressing up as wore a wedding dress and all that type of shit. But he was hitting hella hoes though. I give him that. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. Like he had some hoes, and I had a Rodman jersey. So shit. And a lot of niggas don't be giving a full favor on the court. Okay, okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say like Shaq, cool. I know when people talk about Shaq being dominant, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Shit, but it was like shit. A lot of times Kobe don't get his credit because a lot of times you look at 2000, 2001, even 2002, they three-peated. Everybody look at the finals, but you got to look at the record. You got to look at what happened between rounds 1, 2, and 3. There was a lot of time, and then the finals. You got to look at how many times where Shaq either fouled out or couldn't hit free throws, and then Kobe had to come in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? Either to come through. Kobe came through a lot of times. I remember them, and then the West was so loaded. You had the Suns with Steve Nash, Rajah Bell. Man, they was loaded. You had the Mavs. I don't know how young y'all niggas is, but you had Michael Finley, Steve Nash before he went to Phoenix Suns, and you had Dirk. And then you had LA. Then you had Sacramento. The West was loaded just to even get out of the West. You were dealing with all type of shit in the West before you even seen who was coming out of the East. The West was loaded. That's why I always was like in the early 2000s. I was like, shit, whoever come out the West gonna win it. And you had the Spurs. So you like, damn, you had 5 teams, 5, 6 teams out of an 18. There's only 8 teams that can make the playoffs, but 5 legitimately had a chance to win out the West. So shit, it was hard as hell. Now the East, you had, of course, you had Bron back in the early 2000s. You had Bron, you had and then you had uh, goddamn, damn folk, you had um Detroit because they went to 7 straight finals. And then, of course, Derrick Rose and the Bulls had their little run. And then you had, when Paul Pitt, when KG, and, and Ray Allen got traded, and they won in '08, but they still was doing a little something. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it was all right in the early 2000s. I mean, not early 2000s, the mid 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Then, early 2000s, you had the 76ers because AI was doing this thing. He had the MVP and he was keeping them in the mix. You know what I'm saying? But the East was like LeBron shit. Paul George, and Roy Hibbert. You had Danny Granger. Shit, you had a bunch of teams. You know what I'm saying? Paul George became a superstar when he was in Indiana. So they had their little run. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was. Yeah. He was a he said he was a thought. Yeah. So yeah. Man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting. Man, I appreciate y'all for everything, man. Anytime y'all need to y'all can, like I said, follow me on Instagram, man. Wild_100_Q, man. Y'all can, hit me, man. Shit, I don't always have to be live in order for me to connect with my subscribers. You can hit me on this motherfucker. We can talk about anything. You can just hit me on some personal shit or whatever. We can just chop it up about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want me to go live and talk about certain topics, we can get into that. Um, so all 1,000, I think I'm still under 2,000 subscribers, but we still gonna keep rocking. You know what I'm saying? Because the goal is to try to get to 5,000 this year. I'm hoping we get to 5. Man, like, comment, subscribe, share this shit with somebody you know. Man, put them up on what we trying to build over here. Um, Shit, if there's anything else that y'all want to talk about, man, we can talk about that. I'm gonna go live again later on, and we can go from there too. Shit. Anything else anybody need to say before we get up out of here? 'Cause I know we've been on here for about 2 hours talking about some of everything. So, anything else y'all want to talk about before we close out? Anything y'all want to talk about? Whatever. Cause I was gonna make a video, but I'm like, fuck making a video. I'm gonna go live with y'all because I haven't done it. I think over a month or 2 months or some shit. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? I got old content that if I don't have over 1,000 views on, I got other videos. I only got maybe 50 views or 60 views or whatever like that. Go and like those old videos. Go and see those old videos. Let me know what you think about those old videos. Let me know what y'all, you know what I'm saying? You can support some of the old content I have put out. Oh, and I did tell y'all about T.I. being a snitch like 4 months ago. I've been made that video. Now the video went viral with Boosie and all that speaking, but I've been told y'all. If you've been watching the videos, I've been told y'all about that shit. He a rat too. Shit. I think I had it in my thumbnail about T.I. rat. He been like that. Anybody getting caught with all them pipes and nigga only doing 2 years, a year and a half. Vic, you know what I'm saying, was in a dog fight ring and did more time than him. So y'all gotta be able to look at certain things and know when it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Don't even make sense. And he was already a 4, 5 time felon. So you gotta You got to look at that. A lot of you niggas be talking about certain paperwork get, if it ain't on, if the paperwork ain't out, he ain't no rat. When you dealing with the feds can seal whatever the fuck they want. Why you think you got Crime Stoppers with certain, certain CIs and certain situations where certain guys ain't even gotta disclose themselves. Think about this: when certain victims get assaulted in a sexual manner, they don't their names not disclosed. So if they can protect the identity of these victims, you think they can't protect the identities of certain snitches who they think is valuable? They do the same shit. Same shit. Ain't nothing different. They been like that. So that them facts. Real shit. Phone them grade. Like they been like that. But another thing too I want to talk about, man, I think, man, I think when you think about all this shit, man, from 051 to FBG to STL, EBT, O Block, No Limit, KTS, um, like all the sets that y'all that came to prominence with this shit, you gotta realize, man, every camp got rats, man. Every camp got rats. Every set then backdoored each other one way or another, whether it hit the net or not. Remember, man, the goal in life, man, is not to have a short life because we only had this shit one time. Ain't no do-overs. You live this motherfucker as long as you can live it, and you get money, you try to enjoy this shit while you got it. Cause when it's over, it's over. Ain't no do-overs to this shit. Phone them. Like that's the goal. And I'm not finna lose my life or my freedom early for niggas who don't even know how to be men. It ain't even about being no gang shit. It ain't about this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's about a lot of these niggas not standing up for the shit that they claim that they represent. That's what this shit is about. It's niggas not holding other niggas accountable. A lot of these niggas is goofies. And they get clout being affiliated with certain sets. And that's why a lot of these niggas get down with this shit because they realize how beneficial it is for us bloggers to be talking about these niggas. That's what y'all gotta understand. Like that's the real reason why a lot of these niggas be in this shit until they in some real shit. And then once they in it for real, they don't want no part of it. They want the clout, but they don't want the shit that come with it. They don't want the extra shit. They don't want the shootouts and the being incarcerated and the funerals, and they don't want all that part. They just want the part where they affiliated with certain cliques and groups that can get them, 3,000, 4,000 for an interview, to be sitting down with the other bloggers to get this and that. You know what I'm saying? Hope that they rap career take off and all that shit. So real shit. Like I said, man, I appreciate all y'all, man. I said, man, y'all was on this motherfucker with me for rocking out, man. We've been on this motherfucker almost 2 hours. Shit, we could last another 2 hours on here, man. But it's Saturday. Y'all got time, to do whatever you want to do on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So, folks grade, like, it's other shit that you could be doing, but you here though. So I appreciate that. I respect that. Real shit. What else I wrote down? 'Cause I wrote down a bunch of shit. Uh, oh yeah, Dirk. That's another thing. I had spoke about this Dirk shit earlier. But the thing about Dirk, man, I think Dirk at this point, man, Dirk need to go commercial. I think, man, I think having ops and rapping about all this other shit, it ain't beneficial to him. It ain't beneficial for him no more. I understand when he first came out, how it was, 2012, 13, 14, 15. I understand that because, you know, that's how you built your name, but you already a household name. You don't need this shit no more. You just got me with the T.I. stuff. Boosie said he been lying to us about his charges and time frame off. Yeah, I just, to me, he said, Boosie was saying that he said this happened early in his career. But shit, like I'm old enough to remember. I don't know how old a lot of y'all niggas is, but I'm old enough to remember the DVDs where T.I. was in tour with fuck that rapper name is from Houston. The nigga that had the leprechaun, the Lil Flip. And Flip called him a snitch. The Flip Ben called him a snitch. But niggas be picking and choose at that time. Flip wasn't, I think, bigger than T.I. or T.I. sold more records or some shit. I don't know how that shit is. And you know what I'm saying? And so what happened was with that, niggas sided with the nigga who was more popular. That's what they do. These niggas be siding with the niggas who they like. Or making excuses for the niggas who they like versus the niggas they don't like. But I've been called T.I. rat. I've been said that. Ain't no way. Yeah, Lil Flip. Yeah, I've been called it. I've been said he a rat. You getting caught with silencers. Don't you know? Look, just having silencers by itself, fuck the pipe. Just having the silencers by itself is a federal charge. Because you gotta, pipes is like switches. You gotta have paperwork and you gotta submit paperwork to the ATF. And then they gotta approve of you having the silencers. But you on paperwork for having, so the fact that if he would have just had silencers and no pipes, he still would have had a charge. That's a felony charge in itself. Then you already a felon with machine guns and all that shit, and like a nigga Ben knew he was telling. So yeah, while Boosie might, had that same energy for T.I. that he had when he did that Vlad TV interview, he should have had that out the gate when T.I. first got charged with them pipes. I think he only mad now because it was beneficial for him because he lost his bag working on that album before the album came out. So he wouldn't have gave a fuck had that album came out and they probably would have sold, let's say, 500,000 or let's say they would have went gold. He wouldn't have gave a fuck because he'd have got his money. But I think he was more mad that he spent all his time on making these songs with him, all this other shit. And then once the shit came out, he had no choice but to take it that way. So I think he was more mad about his money being fucked up more than about him being a snitch. So you got to look at Boosie like, well, damn. A lot of these niggas say, yeah, you kept the same energy, but I'm the type of nigga, I read through shit like that. You wasn't mad at him for telling. You mad because the album didn't come out before this information came out. So you lost out on time and money making an album with this nigga that you couldn't reap the benefits from first. That's how I look at it. I don't know. I could be tweaking, but to me, that's how I saw it. I couldn't see it no other way. I think that's the real reason why Boosie was mad. I saw that shit, but he kept the same energy for him. So he said his dead cousin told him to do something, but the feds told him they can make it go away. Dead cousin, dead niggas can't talk. Dead cousin ain't tell him shit. His cousin could have still been alive. I believe he would have told anyway. It's kind of reminding me of this Dirk shit. And I've been told niggas, I think Dirk told. You know what I'm saying? I think Dirk told, but I can't prove it, so I don't want to put that jacket on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can't prove it because Vine gone. But when they had that situation in Atlanta with Hella Bands, Vine, Zoo, and him, they had him on camera. So you know what I'm saying? So the fact that he got off and two of the four is no longer here, then it's easy to say, oh, well, Hella Bands did that or Vaughn did it. All they know that all four of them participated. So Zoo is still out and Dirk out, so Dirk could just say they did it. Is it ratting? Yeah. To me, it is. Now, some niggas, oh, it is dead. Why not put it on them? But why put yourself in a situation like that? Especially if you say Von did it. If you say Von did it, a lot of times what folks don't know is that, let's say I do something to somebody and I pass away and I'm rich. A person could sue my estate. Like they can't do nothing to me, but the people who I didn't left the money and all that to, they can go after them. And so the person who got hit up and robbed and all that, if you wanted to, he could go ahead and go after Von Mama. You know what I'm saying? Go after Von OG and be like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he woo woo woo. But his dead cousin ain't tell his ass shit. Tiptoed. That's all it is to it. The feds told them they can make it go away, man. Feds and my situation is this is after I think this was before he got caught up with the pipes, with the machine guns and the silencers, because he said it happened early in his career, so it didn't happen later with the other charge. So you got to think about that. So the fact that this happened before he had the shit with the silence and shit later, that would have gave him all the more reason to be like, okay, look, so you snitching told on this person when it came down to this case. But now we got you on something again involving something else that's serious. So now who can you put this on? You can't put this on nobody. Then he's saying, I ain't tell on nobody, ain't nobody else go to jail but me. Well, show the paperwork. He showed, I think, like page 1 or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he showed. But I don't even think the paperwork on the internet. So did he Microsoft Word? He typed that shit up? Was his record sealed and then he had them unsealed? Like it ain't a lot of details that go into that. Nigga need details. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna personally look into it myself, but I'm not gonna look into that. I feel the way I felt about it. I think once he said his dead cousin told him something, man, his dead cousin can't talk. You was gonna do that regardless. So I don't have to look at the paperwork. You said it out your mouth, you told. Fuck, I need to look at the paperwork for it. You said it. You said it. You didn't say, oh, well, my lawyer told them this. He could have said, yo, my lawyer told them that my cousin did it. I didn't say anything. I remained silent. I paid my lawyer and I let my lawyer do his job. Now, had he said that, I'd have looked at it different. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say. Man, I paid my lawyer. My lawyer decided this is the best defense for me, and this is what he said. But on this docket sheet, on this paperwork, they don't have me saying nothing. That's what you pay these lawyers for. When you paying 100,000, 200,000, I'm not saying shit. I'm letting my lawyer do all the talking. Because if I gotta pay this nigga, I could have represented myself if I'm gonna talk. I could have represented myself for free. I'd rather just go ahead and let the lawyer do the talking. Y'all can't let these niggas tell y'all anything and y'all run with that shit. When that nigga said that shit, I knew he told. Folks grade know he told. Been telling. And a nigga like that, crazy part is ain't no paperwork available because it's more to read. Right, but if the paperwork ain't available, that means it's been sealed. The paperwork's sealed. So Tip showed the internet, I think, like the top part of the page, like the docket sheet. He showed the United States versus Clifford Harris. He showed a bunch of shit. He showed one sheet at the top. He said he'll pay a M if somebody find his paperwork, and he had it. Right. Of course he got it. But if he had it sealed, ain't nobody gonna find it. Especially if it's sealed by the feds. They not gonna for you to pay $1 million. Of course he gonna pay $1 million. His lawyer had it sealed. He probably had it super sealed. Shit, he a millionaire. He know his rap career. he knows rap career. He know he he know his rap career was on the line, especially like Boosie said in the early 2000s. So he knew that he needed his career to last because he wasn't where he is now. He got that paperwork in his pocket. Man, that nigga, he got that paperwork in his pocket. Man, if what he's saying is true, if what Tip is saying is true, then what he should do is he should release every page. So if it's okay, so on the docket sheet, okay, so if it's let's say it's one of five, he just show one of five, two of five, three of five, four of five, five of five. He just show every page, page by page, and release all that shit on the internet so everybody can read it. Don't just show the top part, the docket sheet. You showing the United States versus Clifford Harris. You showing the top part where a nigga can read. No, show one of one. If it's one page, which is not, because the pages I think it was like 8 or 9 pages. I'm not sure, but show one of nine, two of nine, three of nine, four of nine, five of nine, six of nine, seven of nine, eight of nine, nine of nine. Show every single page so everybody can read it. Don't just tell Boosie, oh man, you can pull up and read it. No, let the world read it. Because as long as you choose to have it in your pocket and can't nobody else find it, don't nobody else know where it's at, it's sealed. And then once something is sealed, you could shape the narrative however you want to. Like who y'all think y'all be talking to? Y'all act like y'all talking to goofies. Like don't nobody know how this shit go. A nigga know how this shit go. And a nigga not even like if you was a nigga like Kanye, if you was a nigga like Coi Leray, a rapper, even like Montana 300, he be rapping about some street shit, but you know what I'm saying, he ain't really affiliated like that. Like if you rap about certain shit and you are R&B singer, then you don't live that type of lifestyle that you perpetuate. So that's okay if you snitch because your fan base, your diehard fan base, gonna agree with that. But if you say you a street nigga and you do some other shit that's not that, then you not who you say you is. That's worse than a snitch, just being a fraud. You ain't even who you say you. You ain't even man enough to be who you supposed to be in real life. So these niggas do whatever they want to, sell a nigga a dream, and all this other type of goof ass shit in folks' grade. Like that shit crazy. I don't understand that shit, you know. But T.I., man, it's just I mean, at this point, his rap career kind of over with anyway. I don't really see nobody really checking for him. When you think about artists right now, you think about Dirt, NBA YoungBoy, see Roddy Rich, um, see who else at the top right now. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Like y'all top 5 rappers right now that's in the game, in the rap game right now. Who y'all got? Let's think about. Oh, Lil Baby, yeah, Lil Baby definitely go hard. I fuck with Lil Baby. Um, let's see who else. Let's see Lil Baby, Dirt, Lil Baby, Lil Dirt, Roddy Rich, NBA Young Boy. Um, you got plenty. Shit was Dolph, R.I.P. to Dolph. That was the 5 I was listening to. So who y'all got? Who y'all got? But But yeah, man, I definitely want to let y'all know. Uh, yeah, who y'all got at y'all top five? Let me know. Shit, what y'all wanna talk about next, man. Let me know, man. How often y'all want me to go live? Cause I really do this shit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it ain't just about street content. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that read. I'm a nigga that try to self educate myself on all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about whatever on here. So let me know. Really can't name top five. We lost a few great rappers. Yeah, man. Shit. I'm gonna tell you who I listen to too, man. I had listened to Duck. I've been listening to Duck since different personalities too. So I've been listening to Duck. That Southwest, I think it's Southwest album. Him and Lil Chris. That's actually one of my favorite albums. I like that He Back album too. Like R.I.P. to FBG Duck. Dolph's one of my favorite rappers. R.I.P. to him. And I like Mo 3. R.I.P. to Mo 3. So all the rappers I was listening to like heavy shit, they all got killed. But um yeah, Finesse, Uzi, Glock, Duck. That's why I listen. Yeah, I fuck with Glock too. That Dumb and Dumber album go hard. And I like Finesse. Finesse decent. He kind of sound like Moneybag, but some niggas was telling me that Finesse came out first, and then he went to jail for 5 years, and then Moneybag stole his style or some shit. I don't know how that shit go, fuck. I'm just like shit, you know. But shit, man, shit, Finesse decent. Can't lie to you. I like yeah, I like Kevin Gates. He's solid. I like Kodak. I fuck with Kodak Black. He's solid. Um, shit. There's some rappers out here. Like Mo 3 kind of remind me, because I'm old enough to remember Twister. I like all my favorite rappers at one point in time, all of them came out of Chicago. I was listening to Bump J. I was listening to Crucial Conflict, Twister, Common, Kanye, Montana. Um, shit, Lupe had some shit. Um, Sada Baby. I listen to Sada Baby a little bit. I try to listen to the nigga, but I never really got off into that. I think a lot of rappers too, like when a nigga be listening to certain niggas, it kind of be like regional, whoever in your region, that's who you listen to, because you kind of, everybody got their own style and their own region. You see what I'm saying? So a nigga might not really fuck with a certain nigga. That don't mean he garbage. That just mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't in the region where I hear his new features or hear his new shit. But that don't mean he. But I'm a listen to more side of Baby. What type of songs that you think be hitting on his shit that I can listen to be like, okay, shit. I'm gonna check folks out. Ghetto Champagne Class. Okay, I'm gonna listen to that shit. I'm gonna hold your word to that. I'm gonna listen to it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna listen to that shit. What's up? I'm definitely gonna check that out and listen to it, see what he talking about. Yep. But shit, I know y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much, man. I know it's me and see what we got. It's me and two of us. We still thugging on this bitch. Man, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. We been on this motherfucker for 2 hours. The past 3 years, I've been bumping ESTG. I fuck with ESTG too. So you got said Key Glock, Uzi, Duck, Don Trip. I fuck with Don Trip too. He decent. But man, look, y'all. Look, before I close out, man. I just want to say once again, man, we've been rocking for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Man, I appreciate all y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Man, I appreciate all y'all for being on here with me this long. I think the most we might have had was like 12 or 13 people. Man, I appreciate all y'all who done been on here. I appreciate all y'all for, spending this time, listening to me. Talking, interacting in the comment section. All that type shit, man. Shit, all y'all ready to go, man. Shout out to Quantity G, man, for graduating from high school, going to college. You know what I'm saying? Better in his life, better in his situation. Man, you all gotta remember, man, shit, this street shit ain't about nothing, ain't nothing but a dead end. Man, make sure that you you know what I'm saying, man, we always about, building, growth, all that type of shit. So, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Shorty from going to high school, going to college, elevating itself, doing bigger and better things, man. Shit, I wish the best for y'all, want the most for y'all, all y'all, everybody who's ever on this bitch, on this live, want all y'all to get rich, get money, for y'all family, all that type shit, man. Shit, we all, building in progress. Just not just on my channel, but in y'all channels too, man. So, man, make sure that y'all, hit the comment section and let me know if y'all got a channel going. Man, I like to be a guest on y'all shit. We can talk about whatever, you know what I'm saying, to build each other up. Cause this shit ain't just about me, man. It's about a community. It's about all us building our own shit and building with each other too. It ain't just about one nigga building up his own shit. Fourth grade, like that's what that shit about, man. So, man, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, man. Follow me on IG, wild_100_Q. Make sure y'all subscribe to this shit. Make sure your notification bell on, man. It's wild100Q. I'm gone.